right, good morning and welcome back to our channel. Prince is it today still remains the 4th of September 2025, and we have on the platform this morning Pastor Donald Obasi Okore, who has explicitly on a 3 point agenda and information been able to carefully carve out all the necessary finale that we need to understand concerning the delivery on our alert expectation on this grant, whatever it encompasses from sanctuary wells to pioneer and others. So you would do well to pay careful diligence and attention to get all the juice and the paraphernalia that follows this particular submission. Thank you very much, Pastor Donald Obasio Corey. Your time now.
Good morning, honorable ladies and gentlemen of the grant community, those in the platform of Just Lovely platforms, and everyone in every other platform. This message this morning is addressing all people in the grant community, whether you are from the north, whether you are from the south. These are the two distances. Then all the 6 geopolitical zones. I am also using this time to address us. My name is Pastor Donald Obasokore, SSA to Just Lovely and Director of Special Duties, Just Lovely team. This is 15 minutes past 10 a.m. Today is Thursday, 4th of September, 2025. I have 3 major things I want to address. Number 1, why we should be confident of the process. Number 2, why we should be assured of imminent disbursement. Number 3, why every attacker of the emissaries, those that have been able to come out to communicate to the public that are genuine ones, why every attacker should stop attacking them. Number 1, why should someone be confident of the process? I personally have been able to do some investigations on my own diligently, and also followed process of things, followed the activities of things, the development of things. And I have been able to find out that there is only but a particular system of people who are managing this very activity. And these are the stakeholders. We have the United Nations delegates, we have the IMF delegates, we have the federal government, we have the World Bank, we have the World Trade Organization delegates. All these bodies are all involved in this program. Then another thing I want to bring out is through diligent inquiry and observation, I have been able to discover that there are great personalities in the military and every arm carrying agency in Nigeria that is in this program. They cannot be involved in this program and be silent in the face of scam. We have outstanding, wonderful legal practitioners, those ones with hot blood that can put up petition against anyone. I mean, the ones that are very, very diligent in what they are doing. No sound lawyer will rise up to put up a petition against anybody or against any process without carrying out due diligence, careful observation before doing such. So I want us to get this understanding. There is no possibility that a program like this will be running at the heart of Nigeria, and then we will be thinking that the government is not aware. And on many occasions, it has been clearly communicated that the government is involved in this program. So if anybody is thinking that there is a scam, there is no scam. There may be people that are trying to scam people, but the truth of the matter is, when disbursement is going to happen, that is the time you will know the original and the fake. So one should be very confident of the process, because men and women of integrity, when we talk about the stakeholders, these are not paupers. These are not personalities without a name. Some of us have been able to make inquiry to know who they are, in terms of trying to know the personalities behind what is going on, and we have been getting some good information which we cannot communicate out. We can't communicate it out. So do your own investigation as well, and you'll be able to confirm that there is no need for anybody to panic. Number two, we should be confident of disbursement. Why am I saying so? Every other activity that is called grant activity in Nigeria has revolved within one cycle, and that cycle is cycle of showing up. One issue or the other will make them to fizzle off. They will not be able to fulfill what they promised. But you see these two major programs, the Pioneer, the Sanctuary Wealth, or you reverse it, Sanctuary Wealth Pioneer. They are different projects, but they are of the same source. Both of them are going to deliver. Both of them are going to deliver. Now, somebody may be asking, what is the timeline? What is the timeline? In all sincerity, I, Pastor Donald Obasokore, will tell you that the timeline of disbursement is actually now. We have entered that very moment that disbursement should happen. It has never been a better time than this time. We in the grant community, we have never been able to get to where we are today in any project mentioned anywhere, as far as grant community in Nigeria is concerned. The place we have gotten to today is a place of great rejoicing. And if God is able to bring us this far, how do you think he will not make the button to be pushed and everything will go? So anybody thinking that there will not be any disbursement, I want you to understand it clearly. There is disbursement available, and the time is ticking very, very fast. It's going to drop. Some people do not believe, because in them they don't have the spirit of a persistent pursuit of goals that are genuine. Something may be genuine, but if you don't pursue it with a certain level of resilience, you may end up at the point of resistance. When you are being resisted, you give up. It doesn't mean that there is no substance, or you will not pursue something that is substantial. But because you don't have the resilient spirit that will be able to pull you through, then the person will give up. And I pray for everyone that you will not give up at the point of your victory. You will not give up at the point of your celebration. Cheer up. Something good is on ground. That is that aspect. Let us just remain calm. In a very little moment, a good news is going to come. Very, very little moment, a good news is going to come. I have been silent for about 4 weeks plus. I have not made any official communication. Some of the voice notes I made were somehow to my group, but this one is an official information I am giving, telling everybody to relax. Don't allow anyone to push you to a direction that is wrong. This is not a time of allowing people to build your BP up and then causing you unnecessary health challenge or death. Then the third thing I want to talk about is There are people, by the grace of God, that have, in all sincerity, sustained this grand community for some time now. When everywhere seemed to be scattered, when everywhere seemed to be absolutely silent like a graveyard, these very personalities have, in one way or the other, stood up and communicated in truth. These people might have made one mistake or the other, but I want you to know that in terms of communication, all about the grant has always come from the set of people I'm talking about, which I am inclusive. It has always been genuine. I want to use this time to tell us every attack on the person of Ngozi Israel should stop. Yes, let it stop. And the same thing, if anybody is attacking Zita, I made a voice note sometime, it is a personal matter. I'm making an official statement now. If anybody is attacking Zita also in terms of communication, stop. If anybody is attacking me, Pastor Donald, stop. And there are some others that may come up to say one thing or the other in support of what any of us might say. Don't attack what you don't know. Don't attack what you don't understand. If there is anything that is confusing you, find a convenient time. Find a convenient time that the person you want to call, any of us you want to call, maybe for a kind of clarity, over a particular thing. I would like you to find a time that is convenient for that person to call, or you send a chat onto that person. There is a way you will approach somebody. Something that person didn't want to tell you, that person will tell you. There is a way also you will approach somebody. Even if the person is talking to the public, the person will change his language. Something happened to a friend of mine in UK. He went there to do his education program. In his class, the lecturer will come in and look around. He's the only African. He was the only African in that class, in that set. So anytime the lecturer comes in, a particular lecturer was doing that, and that lecturer is the one that is actually his focus. Any subject that man is handling is what took him to UK. Now this man will come on board. At any point in time he wants to lecture, he will change his communication. The English he will be speaking will not be the normal English. I'm not talking about phonetics. He will change to a dialect that even you that understands English, you can't understand it. Only the students, they will understand. This thing happened over and over. My friend was able to ask one of his classmates there that why is this lecturer doing this? The young man told him that it is because you are not permitted to hear what he is saying. What he's saying is not meant for your country. It's not meant for your continent. So being in a place is not all that it takes for you to get the proper information. If you don't have the attitude, the character that will open the door, or maybe you are not part of the people that can be communicated to, no matter how you stay there, you cannot get any information. That's the truth. So please, let everything that is attack, name calling, let it stop. There is something I have been able to prove to us. People started attacking me, saying all manner of things about pioneer registration. If I play some conversations between me and people that are crying to be included in Pioneer, you will understand that when you say stop registration, it wasn't something that favored others. As you feel that you have known about Pioneer, you have subscribed, and disbursement should happen. Don't you think that it is also an intelligent thing that if there is somebody somewhere who feels that I want to be part of this thing, that there is something we call self-volition in law. It is out of that person's will to say, I want to be part of this. You can't stop such a person. And we cannot be operating in a place like people that are not learned. The reason I made a public notice that I have stopped is to teach us a lesson. Number one, to make us know that the subscription going on was never the reason why disbursement was being delayed. Then number two, to also make us know that people are on their own seeking for a way out. There are many families that want to be out of poverty. Some of them are just hearing this thing, and even when disbursement will happen, some will hear it at that time. And I will advise at this time, more especially those of you that are in Sanctuary Wealth and in Pioneer programs, when disbursement takes place, find time to reach out to your communities, places where you come from, places where you worship, whether in the church or in the mosque, your neighborhood. There are people there that we really need assistance from you. Outside the people that have been in the grand community, there are those that never knew anything about it. The time they are going to hear about this good news will be the time disbursement has already taken place. That's the time they will hear about it. So please, and I'm using this time to tell us, let the war stop. Let the unnecessary attacks stop. However, anything you are doing, I have been hammering on it. Whatever thing you are doing, ensure you are not putting your treasure in the midst of the swines. If not, you are going to regret it, and it will not be the fault of anyone. Stay relaxed, stay calm. Something good is coming. Today is 4th of September. Expect something good to come in a very little time. I'm not talking about today being 4th. I'm talking about as we have entered a new day and continue progressing, it will not be long. Something will happen. We have been expectant all these months because there is a substance. There is a substance. And I want to let us know, sincerely speaking, this is not something your protest will be able to bring out. I have been able to carefully look into some matters. The personalities God has raised for this very project, both for Sanctuary Wealth, for Community Development Project, which is Pioneer, and even the slots the people did through genuine sources. God raised men and women that have been piloting the affair. What you don't know remains something higher than your knowledge. Put yourself down, calm yourself down, relax yourself, and allow the authorities that are working to finish up. Allow them to finish up. And I'm telling us the truth. Disbursement is something that is already signed. It can't be stopped. Internationally, it has been signed. Locally, it has been signed. It's all about a little patience for whatever thing that is remaining to be knitted together, and then the shout of joy will roll out. May God bless us all. Within this very period, I know that there are family pressures. This is September. A lot of schools have already started opening. I know that there are pressures, different kinds of pressures. But listen to me. These pressures will not take you. You are bigger than them. The reason God gave you this connection is because He has made you bigger than circumstances around you. So relax yourself, find a way to communicate to people around you. I mean, those that you have one thing or the other to do in the schools of your children. And by the grace of God, they will give you some time frame. Within that very time frame, a miracle will surely happen. Something will happen in our midst, which is disbursement, and every one of us will rejoice. Lastly, receiving money does not make anybody rich, but proper utilization of the money is what will make us rich. We should remember that this fund is coming for a particular reason, and that particular reason is self-development of ourselves, family, community, the nation at large, and also affecting Africa and the global world. Let that remain our focus. God started this good job, and the same God Almighty has perfected it. That is my take. God bless us and have a very wonderful Thursday.